Oh shit, Jimmy is lagging. Oh my god. Teleport. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Why are you still alive? You mean you just totally hacked the Matrix?
Oh shit.
What the lucky guy?
Did you see that?
Yup.
She's still not taking any damage from Lurker. No, and I'm just gonna load the screen and live in.
You will live to regret it.
I don't know, you're on a phone.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Bananas! Bananas! Hey guys, welcome to the Rabbit Hole. Check out full versions of highlights in this video on the channel below. There's more hair-raising adventures on the way, so be sure and click subscribe. And thanks for watching!
Holy shit, Jimmy is lagging. Oh my god. Teleport. What the fuck was that? What were you doing? Holy shit. Why are you still alive? You mean you just totally hacked the Matrix?
Oh shit.
What the lucky guy?
Did you see that?
Yup.
Jimmy's still not taking any damage from Lurker.
Here we go. See if we get our controller to sync up. Check out our agents before we start. Alright, we're all good there. So, all we have left for Kaiden currently is 2 investigations and 1 side mission. So we're going to start with Wetware, because it has a side mission in it. And we'll finish off with Choose Your Own, which I think is appropriate actually to finish with. Alright, let's get going.
Friend detected.
I need adjustment audio. Wetware. Security 5 wants to know more about possible biological components used in the creation of Orochi cyborgs. To that end, it has found the location of an ambulance that had made deliveries from a nearby hospital to the downtown Valley building. What sort of deliveries were these ambulances making for Valley? Security 5 has given you the current location of one of the courier ambulances. I don't know. I don't think that's spelled right. Is it? Yeah, that spelling is a person who curates leather. It's like tanning hides. I think they wanted an O in there for courier. Amazing. Amazing.
This unit is approached by a flesh and bone entity. Halt! Scanning for filth corruption. Full anatomy scan, level 7. Scan complete. Life form is biological. Life form is... Your bone mass is at acceptable massiness. Your cellular levels are... That is, your protein count is... Scan confirms you're one of the good guys. Anyway, this unit is curious about the Orochi model cyborgs. The cyborgs were the first technological units corrupted by the Filth. The Filth then evolved to corrupt other forms of technology. But why were the cyborgs first? This unit suspects the cyborgs contain the key to further knowledge. What is their nature? Are they mostly robotics containing some meat? Or are they organisms covered in some metal? Ugh, like walking cans of meat. Robo-spam. Ugh, that's totes gross. That is to say, the process of constructing such units may be highly unsanitary. Incoming data. A nearby hospital made many deliveries to the downtown Valley building in the months preceding the Filth explosion. This unit hypothesizes a connection to the cyborgs. Using a GPS connection, this unit has pinpointed the last location of the delivery ambulance. This unit hypothesizes that we will find more data there. This unit thinks the two of us should go check that out. Like, now. For serious.
For serious. Find the ambulance.
You will come back, or we shall be forced to cancel your life.
The signal is coming from the highway. Perhaps the ambulance was up there when the bridges of Kaidan were bombed. This unit is certain that this obstacle is not insurmountable.
Crap, my controller still hasn't synced yet. There it goes. Finally. It took forever. Aha. Woot! Legend! Human organ. Dashboard interface. Has no power. Alright, so pop the hood. It appears to be fried. So we need a new battery. That part was easy. Let's hope we don't get stuck on here. Why can't I select the ladder? There we go. That's weird. Okay, so now investigate the computer. No exciting messages, and with search into the identification number. I think it's 540. Access granted. It was 540. Delivery history. Coded International Hospital back entrance redacted. Notes. Christ, they're touchy about punctuality. I was on 11:31. 11:30. Back entrance. Redacted. Valid doesn't work exclusively on this delivery. 13 is a normal organ transplant. 11:30. International back entrance redacted. Family doctor is very particular on punctuality. Organ. Yeah. Kaiden International Hospital back entrance. Here, Matsudori. Directed. Could not find the back entrance, headed to the delivery through the pharmacy. Parked next to Manticore Plaza. Security drones hassled me. Okay, Kaiden International Hospital. I don't know how I didn't aggro something.
Lethal force is authorized. Please be still.
It's kind of amazing.
The Valley building is nearby.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
You will die back, or we shall be forced to cancel your life. You will die back, or we shall be forced to cancel your life. Lethal force is authorized. Please be still.
Into the hospital we go.
Very good.
The This unit detects you've entered the hospital. This unit will join you shortly. This unit is never late. This unit is never early.
This unit suspects it is too large to enter.
This unit arrives precisely when it means to. Junko Ichi. Pieces of Jack. Amid the mystery and ruin of the hospital, you find a page of a diary. The diary looks like it belonged to a patient named Jack. Hello, diary. Sorry it's been a while. Still sick. Yeah. Same old. I've been through a billion doctors and a billion tests. Another billion to go, I guess. Change of machinery, though. Can't believe I'm in Japan. Mom and Dad think the doctors here can help me. They still have hope. I don't. But I don't want to rob them of that. This hospital visit is for them more than me. Our little secret diary. In the lobby, they're setting up my room. No, in the lobby, they're setting up my room. Someone named Junko took all my info. She seems nice. The rest of my stuff comes in tomorrow. Right now, it's just me, my blue backpack, and you. Well, they just took the backpack to my room. Anyway, I'm going to keep writing, and you keep getting told I should use a keyboard. Putting down the pen, it feels like surrendering to the tremors in my arm. Screw that, Jack. Got the first page. You have found the Valley Run Hospital. It is a place known for its experimental medicine. Security 5 wants to know what went on inside. Find a way for Security 5 to get further into the hospital. Hey, look at that. The Secret World and Dreamfall. Magazines or something? Let's see. Yukiko Yoshimoto, patient intake. 1948722. Got a computer we can hack. Emails. Hospital staff, reminder that today's letter day. Please make sure to provide stationery and writing utensils to the patients. We're trying to give them something of a warmer and more personal touch than the normal emails and texts they're sending their family and loved ones. The program has been a great success so far. Keep up the good work. Messenger history. Enrin there. Respond Queen. At my desk, reading over what we wrote yesterday. Oh my. You know, for security guard, you give good text. Winky face. Easy to do when the subject is so very inspiring. Wriggles in seat. Too steamy to leave on my messenger history. Had to delete it. Not to worry. Pasted it all on my phone. The words are having a physical effect. And then toes curling. What would you like to do right now? Oh shit. What? IT still hasn't fixed the Valley page. Can I copy paste this? Curious if I can go there. I can, I think. Yeah, just clicked it, nothing. Unbelievable. Sorry, spoiling the mood. Where were we? Let's continue in person. Really, where? Same spot as our first time. The drone storage room? You sure? Yes, it's behind the security office. I'm the only one back here now. The door opened the last time and no one was there. So I'm thinking that keypad is a dummy. Oh? I think there's a hidden switch somewhere. Clever girl. Where? I have to keep some secrets or I'll lose my air of mystery. Fine. I changed the passcode to get in the security office. Now it's your employee ID number. Clever boy. Get here quick. Fan self. So we need her ID number. We know it's got something to do with the website. That's a security person. Pretty sure it's not any of these. I think it's this one. Junko Ichi. And her employee ID is 194. So, you know, let me see if I can do this in game. You guys can see it. So if you go to the Rochi Group website and you go to Employee Finder, you put in Junko Ichi, and even though it's off on the badge, it's here on the website. 1948555. Voila! And we know that this pad's a dummy pad, so we should find a hidden switch. Like that. We can use a drone apparently. Upload security 5 into the drone.
This unit will help you.
Cool. We now have a little pink drone. Let's see.
Does not compute. Target locked. Initiating frag target protocol. Target locked. Initiating frag target protocol.
Sweet. Oh crap. I didn't walk out in time. No. You were found in the Valley Run Hospital. It is a place known for its experimental medicine. Alright, with the part. Explore the hospital. Okay, so...
Spider senses set to level venti-caffeination.
I'm just guessing at the buttons right now. That's why I was doing random stuff. That was also a guess. I wasn't sure what would happen. Investigate the computer. Sure. Let's see what we got here. So wait, letter day we already read before. Bad dreams. We've had complaints of severe nightmares and night terrors from several patients on different floors. We're looking into a possible common connection, perhaps a bad reaction to the same medication. If any of your patients have complained of bad dreams, please talk to nurse Molly Croft on floor 3 right away. Patient status. Tamika. Degenerative nerves. Agreement signed. Much improvement, ready for short walks. Lee Chen. Alzheimer, experimental. Responding well, hustle ring and family friend, Vost has facial memory. Goro Okuta. Young onset Parkinson's. Signed. Type X95. Also certain physical therapies. Was able to get him a copy of his favorite song, Accentuate the Positive. This, I think this is important if I remember correctly. Just gonna jot that down. I want to say that comes into play some point later. And yet Varma. Physicians Gulati, heart disease. Sign Cyberheart. See Dr. Lottie about slight increase in pain meds. Shiro. Unknown condition, some symptoms coincide with 0 point. Yeah. Work level 1. Member value protocol about coming in contact with patient. Quinn. Gulati. Symptoms coincide with 0 point. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Hospital email. Your name is followed by the last name, like so. Oh, so we need. Let's go back to. Oh wait, nurse's notes. I didn't read these yet. Okay, notes. Ms. Itchy encourages us to keep an electronic journal to digest what we do and see here. I don't know that I have the time. I've neglected it for months. I've enjoyed my time here. I get fulfillment. We've been hope to people that no other hospital can. It may be at the behest of a giant corporation, but who cares? The little girl who sees for the first time in her life does not care. The woman with dementia who can remember her husband again doesn't care. Anyway, I'll try and be more be more diligent in making entries here, even if I don't quite yet see the point. So much to do. Read this help. I don't know what's happening. The TV said there was a state of emergency. Then the TV chuckled, even when we unplugged it. Taking patients down to the morgue, safe there. Have to find Dr. Summers. He said he'd give me the key code. If you're a rescue, please read this. Please help. Huh. Does it say anything more than Dr. Summers? Just Dr. Summers. Okay. So we have... Sachi... Kano... Galati. Password hint, please. Your favorite songwriter. What's the other one? Favorite dessert. Alright, let's go explore the floor. I'm sure we'll get more clues along the Z-way. I found a hidden button. I wonder what that did. Isn't that weird? Hello, diary. This place is amazing. Their technology is so out there. Dr. Takano and Dr. Galati are great. I feel like they can fix this. I started thinking about going back to school and majors, and I haven't let myself think about that sort of stuff in so long. Mom and Dad mailed me a few more things, got my proper headphones, thank God, and they sent me marionettes. The tremors are just under control enough that I'm getting pretty good again. Trade secret, it's not just what you do with your hands, it's being in character. It's believing that the little fake body is your body. That's control. I did a little show for Girl Down the Hall. Anyway, more tests tomorrow. I never thought I'd be excited about tests. I just feel like everything has possibilities again. Maybe that's foolish. I don't mind being foolish anymore. Jack. I want to say there's... One of these rooms has like...
Scanning. Scanning.
It's not where I told it to scan.
Scanning. Scanning. Target locked. Target locked. Initiating frag target protocol.
Frag target protocol. Dear family, thank you for the snacks. The food here as well, it is not like home. That is a tiny matter. What matters is I have joy and hope. All previous doctors did not know what to do. They offered us nothing but bills we could not pay. But Dr. Takano has given me answers. She's given me treatment. It is experimental but sound. And as long as I am in the Valley program, it is free. I am free. I'm thinking about the future again. My tiniest of complaints is that the patient across the hall plays his music loud, the same song. Something about not agitating Mr. In-Between. Do you know this song? Till we see each other again. Tamika.
Does not compute.
Legend. Okay, it's not there. That's what I was just in. Brother, my lucky song works. I play and sing it every day and I'm getting better. Well, maybe that has more to do with the treatment. But you're not going to believe it. I caught Dr. Kano whistling the song. She said it's her favorite too. What are the chances? I didn't see a wedding ring in her finger. Maybe I should ask her out. Haha. Time to accentuate the positive. Kick Mr. In-Between in the face. See you soon. So her favorite songwriter? Maybe to do with accentuate the positive. Coming onset Parkinson's. Okay. Let's see. Johnny Mercer? Lyrics by Johnny Mercer. Hell yeah! Crack that shit. From Padmaglotti to Sajikana, currently have a patient in quarantine, titled in Quinn on your floor. A few of her symptoms are reminiscent of the 0 point, but results are still inconclusive. I would like to rule out neurological abnormalities and thought you would be of great help. If you could take a look at her and give me your feedback, it would be most appreciated. Key code 8246. We got a key code. Access to quarantine 1 rooms. Please make a meticulous review of valid quarantine procedures. They are quite specific and quite stringent. You have a cheerful demeanor that is good. Miss Quinn is scared. Best regards. Set quick question. From Dr. Sachi to Dr. Heidi Eagle Summers. Okay, let's jot that name down. Been helping out Dr. Galati in quarantine. A phrase got mentioned. It's come up a few times, but he keeps a tight lip on it. I tried our intel search engines, but the search term caught me some flack from the Valley higher-ups. I just have to know, what is the 0 point? P.S. I saw Connor's new animal cufflinks anniversary gift. You two are so cute. Huh. Woot. Patient chart. 0 point. Blah blah. Okay. Weird nonfiction dead walk in New England. Huh? Wait, is that all it has? No way. Just the patient chart? There's nothing else over here? No, I was hoping for more info. Did I miss something on the chart? No, I don't think so. Well, poop. Okay, it's the heart one. Oh, wait. Where's the letter? Inyat, our little cyborg, how are you? The doctors say the new heart works even better than the old. Even better than human, they said. We're just glad to have you. Whatever heart beats in your chest. Your mother tells me how brave you are. I'm so proud I'll be there tomorrow. Love, your father. This one was just in or no? Unless the young outside parking. Okay. Legend. Mom, quarantine sucks. I don't even feel that sick. They take it all so seriously, but Dr. Galati has been very nice to me. I found out her favorite dessert. Could you bring pumpkin pie when you visit? Hey, oh, pumpkin pie. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to get the heck out of here. Oh, it's kind of... Okay.
Scanning. Scanning. Domo arigato. Domo domo.
He's like right in the way. I can't get by him into the room. Fuck. Also, where's my drone person? Pick it back up.
This unit will help you. This unit will handle this. Target locked.
That's interesting. I hit it once to move it and another to move it again. Or to freeze it again. Sorry. Not move it again. Jian, dearest husband, I remember you. I remember your face. I remember how you smell. I remember the question you asked me on our first date. The answer is silver. I remember all these things and the memories don't leave me. The memories stay faithful in my head. I lost you. I lost my life like drifting ghosts, but they came back. Dr. Kano says they will continue to come back. The drugs are working. The side effects are minor. Bless Valley. The patient nearby listens to his music very loudly. At first I was annoyed, but the song he plays is so positive. It's an old song, comforting. I wish to sing too. You've got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In-Between. All my love, Lee. Alright, so we have the other password, right? We have pumpkin pie. We need to talk. From Dr. Connor Summers. We need to meet. I'm losing faith in the protocol. These are people. Everyone's telling me to calm down about Linton. Did you see him? I saw him. Something came in there and I'm going to do something drastic. Come with me on my quarantine 2 rounds and we'll talk. Key code 2573. Thank you, key code. We'll get you in. Do nothing rash. I know your approach is more emotional, but you must remain objective. You cannot help poor Linton Tucker if you become irrational. A cool head will solve this. We must eliminate the impossible, and whatever is left, well, you know the rest. His wounds were certainly conducive to the theory of an attacker, yet our video records show no one entering his room. What does that leave us? As to the 0 point, we must continue the Valley protocols. Dr. Summers, Connor. I know it is difficult to remain objective in the face of our suffering patients, but we must, for everyone's sake, keep faith in the program. Best regards. The time has come. From Padma to management to a concern, I can no longer continue as I have. I have kept faith in the protocol, but the time for change has come. I can no longer look into the eyes of my patients, knowing that I will soon be looking into them on the autopsy table. Mine is a clean, clinical mind, but there are limits. We must come forward with what we know about the 0 point. We must tell the... And then it ends. Favorite animal? Do we know a favorite animal? We investigated the computer. How is it not triggered past that part? I feel like I should have already triggered past this. We're gonna go to the next floor.
Scanning. Scanning.
Okay, nothing there. Dear Diary, in the waiting room. Room change. Waiting for them to set up the new one. New medications have me feeling nauseous. A new doctor checking me out, Dr. Summers. I want to get back to feeling better. Weird stuff going down in the hospital. People having weird dreams, waking up with bruises or something. I don't know. I don't think I've had any nightmares. There have been more corporate types around from the Orochi group. I guess they sort of run the hospital. Maybe they'll bring more amazing tech. Someday make this all better. I can hope. One of them had a look at me. Dr. Summers didn't look happy. Nobody likes having a boss breathing down their neck, I guess. Jack. So... we need the 4th and 5th pages.
Spider senses set to level venti-caffeination.
Okay, so this we have, right? 2573. Shit.
Target locked. Initiating frag target protocol. Target locked. Target locked. Initiating frag target protocol.
Ren, I'm feeling much better. Don't know what came over me before. They said I was violent. One of the nurses has their arm in a sling. Was that me? I'm so tiny. I'm really worried. Dr. Summers came in to make sure I was alright. He's very sweet. You should see him. Goofiest doctor ever. He's always wearing something with otters on it. A tie, cufflink, etc. Otters. Otters. Favorite animal. That's what we were waiting for. So goofy. He makes it all seem like it's not happening, and I smile. He says it's going to be alright, that the best doctors work here, and when he says it, I believe. I don't know when they allow me visitors. Hopefully soon. Be well. Chio. He was refusing the signature. Interesting. Dear Diary, new room, don't remember when, feel horrible, can't work the marionettes anymore, new treatments aren't working, it's hard to breathe. Think I'm going to die. I don't know. Company guy was here again, I think he thought I was sleeping. He said it was okay, it'd be over soon. But then it wouldn't be. He said, we're going to do important things, you and I. Linton died a few days ago. Don't know what he had. They took him to the morgue, I think. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to end up on a cold table. I don't want people cutting into me. I'm scared. Jack.
Scanning.
Hit button.
Scanning.
Yeah, legend.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Oops.
Don't see anything in here. This is Linton. Deceased died in sleep, unexplained heart trauma and bruising on throat, investigation pending. Wait, what was... Oh, it was the patient chart, okay. Never mind. I think we want to...
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Oops.
Okay, we have to wait for it to get by the door, and then we trigger it, and it'll open the door for us. And... there we go.
This unit will handle this.
Shut down. Crap, is he standing in front of the computer?
Target locked. Initiating frag target protocol. Scanning. Scanning. Target locked.
Just this works. Let's see. Dreams. Patient's dreams are getting worse. Linton Tucker must have thrashed asleep as his arm was bruised. Nice. Having concerns about where the bodies of dead patients go, the ones marked 0 point are supposed to go to the morgue like the others, but I think they have a different final destination. Not your place to know, I was told. Yeah, because I'm just a nurse. Not like we aren't the engine that keeps this place going or anything. Burns. The patient woke up from a bad dream. There was a burn mark on her. Is one of the patients getting out at night and torturing the others? The quarantine patients, 0 points, are sometimes violent. Video. Pulled a favor from security. Watched hours and hours of security video. No one is thinking about it at night, but the bad dreams and scratches, bruises, and bite marks continue. Linton died. It's as though someone strangled and beat him to death, but no one is moving about. The morgue is closed and we are not to take his body down there yet. What the hell is going on down there? Let's see. So C, Summers, Otters, right? Otter, not plural. Okay. Forgotten key code. Hell yeah. Dr. Summers, the key code for elevator access to the morgue is 4905. I know you have an infamous habit of forgetting key codes, but please try and hold on to this one. Thank you. P.S. I don't know what you thought you saw between me and Naoko Rin. Please see me regarding this. Hey, beautiful. Dr. Heidi O. Summers, you have a very handsome husband. Happy anniversary. Thanks again for the cufflinks. They are the coolest. All my patients agree. I also agree that my card tricks are getting better. I make them tell me this before giving them their meds. Kidding. Can't wait for dinner tonight. Love you, Connor. P.S. I saw Joko, the security guard, coming out of the security office. It didn't look official. Know anything about that? Hey, Foster, how's it going? Travs, trash. Okay. So we're actually kind of nearly done. Like, this part was a little bit long. That's what she said. But we're solving it legit.
Identification accepted. Access granted.
Creepy. Explore the hallway. Journal. There we go. Hard writing in the dark. Phone's not working. Just made weird noises like talking about. You'll be watching the VOD tomorrow? I mean, honestly, this is to me, this is the cool part. The rest of the stuff is relatively easy. Like just, you know, reading emails, chains, and bouncing from like password hint, and then they put the password, you know, it's like, oh, favorite dessert, and then in some letter you read, it's like, oh, Dr. So-and-so's favorite dessert is blah. Like, this right here, this is the interesting part. So phone's not working, just made weird noises like talking but not. Trapped, we came down here to escape. All the morgue doors are locked with keypads. We're going to brute force the key codes. Everyone has a block of numbers. There are 8 of us, 4 doors. We'll start at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0? And work our way to 99999. I have my notebook, so I'm keeping a record. When we stop for breaks, everyone shouts out their last number, and I write it down. Borrowed a pen from Makiko. She's a little girl, not sure where her parents are. The pen is bright pink and shows in the dark. My God, 3 dead, died in their sleep. Yasmin, Nori, and Sal. We panicked. We tried to go back up the elevator, no good. We covered the bodies. We're huddled at the other end of the hall. Makiko cried and cried. I've been singing the songs from her English class with her to keep her calm. One stuck in my head. There were 5 in a bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So we all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 4 in a bed, and the little one said, I asked her not to sing that one. I'm taking over door 1 for poor Yasmin, but it's a mess. Yasmin got confused. She needed to write things down. Makiko gave her something to write the numbers on the walls. She called out 21342, but the wall says 21432. She may have skipped some numbers. I think she might be dyslexic. Was dyslexic. She is no more. Marla's dead. In her sleep, she started choking like she was drowning. She died Body damp but no other water. What the hell is happening? Everyone turns to me because I work security. What do I know? There are 4 of us now. No one wants to sleep. Keep checking my gun when no one's looking. Haven't told them I have it. Got to find the key code. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. Sunji died. I saw and felt it happen. He fell asleep next to me. Then blood. Cuts all over. He screamed something about Mr. In-Between coming for us. Now he's dead. I moved the body with the others. What is the fucking key code? Fuck. I'm trying to be calm for Makiko. She said she talked to Mr. In-Between last night. Don't know what that means. What's going on out there above? Now there are 2 of us. Gerald is dead. He was entering codes in a door too and then just lost it. Started shouting. Screamed that he remembered the first and last digits in each code were the same as the room number. Said it didn't matter. Said the world already ended. We're all that's left and this is hell. He got violent. He busted the keypads on rooms 2 and 4. I shot him dead. Didn't want to. Thought he'd hurt Makiko. He got up to 47014, I think. That was the last number he screamed over and over again. So hard to keep track. We're huddled together. No one's going to sleep. Makiko keeps nodding off. I pinch her so hard she cries. Breaks my heart, but we're not sleeping. Why is this happening? Makiko is gone. We dozed off. She screamed. A long scream that grew fainter like she was falling down a deep hole. But there's no hole. No way out. All that's left is her coat and her pen. It shows bright pink in the dark. Mr. In-Between got her. It's going to get me. This fucking key code can't stay awake. There was one in a bed and the little one said, good night. So, the important part here is 2 things, really. We needed to figure out the key for room 1. And it's going to begin and end with 1. Right? And the other important part is Yasmin's dyslexic. Her entries are only on the first page. So we have 15545. We have 18340. Right? But what's on the wall? One 5455 and 18430. So it's not, if you figure it correctly, it's not like you have to go through 100 iterations of codes. It's like, I want to say it's like 3 or something. So give me a second, I gotta try and figure this out again. It's been a while since I did this one. So the book says 18340 and the wall says 18430. So it's going to be in between there, I suppose. Wait, so she's dyslexic and she calls it out wrong, right? So something like that. Fuck, I can't remember the pattern now. It's pissing me off. Oh, cause Sal was on 14522. Right. So if it was 14555 and 14522. Hold on. Let me try something. Shit. It's not that one. I did 3-1 and 4-1. But there's another one too, right? The 18430. What about that one? Crap, I can't remember the pattern now. Fuck. The other one is 18340 to 18430. Let's try this. Oops. Yes! 18351. It's like 2 tries or something like that. So it's not the 154, it's the second set of digits, the 18430. So it kind of throws you, but it's the same idea, right? You look at the wall, and you look at this, and you go, okay, between 18340 and 18430, there's going to be 18341, 18351, 6171, 89. Like, there's all the way up to 18421, right? But you only have to do like 2. You just try 18341, and then 18351 is the correct one. Yay, we did it!
The schematics this unit has access for this building indicate that this is where the organs and bodies brought from the hospital are delivered.
Really, the schematics told you that? Versus the fact that we're standing in a fucking morgue? I would have actually gone through all the numbers. Yeah, no, see, like, this is why I love this mission in particular, because I think I was talking about the other night. This mission is one that I was, like, playing TSW when this issue was released. And back then, if you were, like, a sub, you got a 3-day head start on new content. So day 1 of that 3-day head start, like, I was doing this mission, and no one had done it yet. So no one knew what the fuck to do. And I sat there with, like, pencil and paper and reading the journal and trying. I knew the dyslexic part was, like, the key, but trying to wrap my head around, you know, how you go through the iterations always takes me a second. I've done it a couple of times since, and I always like to rework it out myself rather than using a guide, just because I know I've done it. I know I can do it. But yeah, it really legitimately, like, if you start, like, incrementally, like, it should take you like 2 tries. And even if you try all of them, I think it's like something like 10 or something. It's not very many. It's not like 100 or some shit. Investigate the computer. I love this part right here. Like just the lighting, the shadowing stuff. They did a great job. The Journal of Dr. Daryl Ellswick. Entry 1. First and foremost, I want it known that I do not regret any of this. And second, I have erased all of my data here. My work is hidden in a place, and only I know where it is. Whoever is reading this, if you want my work, you will need me alive. These are not my technical notes, but a personal account of what happened. Where do we begin? My name is Dr. Daryl Ellswick. I am a surgeon for Valley. It is my job to put the human flesh into their cyborgs, to add the biological component that makes them work, to bring humanity to transhumanity. But I have moved on from the clumsy clay. I have performed surgery on the soul. We will get to that. My dreams are strange. Where do we start? I was as shocked as anyone when Unit 991 went berserk, gutting an employee. We managed to shut it down. We kept it in cold storage, halting the implantation process until we could know more about the donor. Human parts had become scarce, you see, and our supplier became less and less selective on where the material was procured. I did not realize, not then, I did not know who rested in that metal shell. I did not know the name Maro Uno. The world may never know the artistry of Maro Uno. He was one of the best at his ghastly craft. You see, he was in prison for a much more minor crime. The world did not know him as a mass murderer of prolific skill, and depending on who reads this, they might never know. The meat in my machine was of a killer, and something of his dreadful self lived on in that tissue. But that was impossible. I had not used the brain, and yet he haunted his tissue and organs. Something spiritual was happening. I knew it once the dream started. Mine were strange, but the dreams of the patients were worse. That's when I had a theory of what may have been happening. Carl Jung teaches us of the communal unconscious, the shared space where we, as a species, store concepts and thought archetypes. It had to be that. Maro Uno had haunted us in our dreams, one shared space between us all. Carl Jung teaches us of the archetypes that make up our being. We are each a multiplicity, and one of those archetypes found its way into Unit 991. What I had detected was not the ghost of Maro Uno, but a shard of him, a distilled piece of him, more pure, more than human. Here I began my study in earnest. I visited the places shown to me in dreams, and I found undiscovered crime scenes of Maro Uno. Ghastly, yes, of course. I took no pleasure in the deaths, but the man's artistry, it cannot be denied. His arrangement and attention to detail, his dedication to unity of effect. I can compartmentalize my brain enough to acknowledge the aesthetic genius. And here, my more esoteric studies went deeper as well. Through books and certain deep sections of Orochi's electronic archives I read, I experimented as well. The surgical met the spiritual, craft met art, knowledge met intuition. I left offerings to this artisan, food, hair, nail clippings, blood, and his presence grew as if the shard of him was discovering its missing parts. And now the patients who dreamed of him awoke in the night with physical wounds. How is this possible? How could Maro Uno still influence the physical if his remains had been destroyed? I searched and discovered there were still scraps of his anatomy left. I collected these parts, cared for them as though they were relics. I fused all of my musings together, my science and my spiritualism. I performed certain rites. I constructed a shrine using what remained of Maro Uno, and I made offerings. Then he came to me. He became solid and sharp in dreams, and those he visited began to die. Sleep comes soon. If you have opened this entry, you have also opened the door. I built this shrine to Maro Uno in cold storage. I locked it up. When the one below silver forms a marriage with the one below tin, they consummate their union and multiply, making a key. Ugh, I remember this part. You need elements chart. It is so beautiful, so perfect. All impurities of the soul have been stripped away. It is simple and elegant. I will sleep soon. I do not know if he will come to reward or punish me. Perhaps I will be distilled down to my essence, defined as an archetype. I regret none of this. Dr. Daryl Ellswick. You batshit crazy, yo. Here, let me
Does not compute.
make some shit much worse, right? Let's open all the doors. So many little doors. And a legend. I think this is the locked one. Yep. Okay, so now we need the elements table thing. Let me see if I can find one. Was there one that shows... with names? Why? Oh, okay. It's like, why is the picture so fucking small? Let's see. I can probably just show you the desktop, I think. Give me a sec here. So... what does it say again? I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on a sec. When the one below silver forms a marriage with the one below 10. So the one below 10 is lead, and that's 82. What's below silver? Where is silver? Oh, that's easier to see. Little silver? What the hell is little silver? Silver. The one below silver is gold? Seriously? $79. They consummate their union and multiply? Is it just 82 times 79? Six, 4, 7, 8. Yes. Shit. My controller is not synced. I haven't used it in too long. It's gonna be fun. It's harder to mouse and keyboard to still remember what the buttons are. Yeah, okay, now my controller syncs up. Reactivate security 5. Like, it syncs up like right as I beat him. It's fucking stupid. Destroy
This unit
shrine.
will help you. Does not compute.
Oh wait, can I not? What?
Does not compute.
Oh, use FC hand, okay.
This unit fears that the population in cold storage has responded to you opening the door.
Oh shit.
Please follow this unit.
I see a legend. Oh fuck me. No, 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 no. I just wanted a legend. Is that so wrong? Do you get to keep this unit? That's what she said?
Shiz just got real! That is, you must escape. This unit will hold them here. Get out before they can kill you! Ouch!
We just left her there. We just left her there. Escape to the lobby.
You didn't think I could come back? Consciousness skips between machines. I just moved to a new body. Perhaps you're thinking about this whole immortality thing from the wrong angle. Just a thought.
Aw shit, we got schooled. Someone at Valley seems to have gone off of the deep end with their technological experimentations. Fascinating and disturbing. We commend you for investigating the horrific scene within the hospital's morgue and for eradicating Morrow and those rats. Keep up the good fight, Sonic. Oh shit, I just realized something. I don't think we finished the side mission. Please tell me I can still go in.
Access denied.
Basement?
Identification required.
Fuck me, dude. No! No! God damn it! Fuck. I can't use the keypad.
Access denied.
Fuck.
Identification required.
The last page was in the bottom and I forgot to look for it. Motherfucker. I'm stuck. I can't complete the side mission. Fuck, fuck, fuck. That fucking sucks. God damn it, I'm so fucked.
Access denied. Identification required. Access.
I have to wait 3 days.
Identification required.
Son of a bitch. That's super fucking annoying. Yep. I have to wait 3 fucking days. $67 hours, 57 minutes. I can see it down there. I can see you. Ah.
Access denied. Identification required.
That fucking blows. Well, I know what I'm doing on Friday. I think it's Friday, right? I mean, I'm still okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to complete the other investigation mission and then move on to the next zone. Because I'm not gonna wait until then to 100% the zone to move on to South Africa. That's just stupid. Unfortunately. God, that's annoying as shit. I knew where it was and everything. I just spaced out. Just spaced out. Well, we get to go to Choose Your Own. That one's pretty fun.
You are not authorized. You are not authorized. You will come back, or we shall be forced to cancel your life. You are not authorized. You are not authorized.
God damn it. One piece of paper. And I couldn't go back down to the basement. What a fucking... This really irritates me though that like the keypad's not even active. If the keypad had been active, I could have ran down there. But because I went up, it deactivated the keypad and then I just couldn't get down there anymore. Choose your own. You've been contacted by an anonymous collective called the Swarm. They seem to know who you are and who you work for. What else do they know? Do you indulge their game? The Swarm has promised you a gift and a game. Can you play along? Hey, stop making noise. I'm trying to read something over here. Jerks.
Greetings, Secret Worlder. We are the Swarm. We are many. We know the truth, and we are not pleased. We know who you are. We know your masters, but do you know them? Time for a game. To find us, you will have to play. To learn what we know, you will have to play. Let's begin. Find the disc. Play the disc. Choose your own adventure. Make the right choices. We are the Swarm. We are many. We know the truth.
Find a computer that can play the disc.
We play the game so that we can watch you. Perhaps you will play to know what we know. We know what your masters have done. We know what the high seas. We are the Swarm. We know the truth.
One mission I won't repeat took me forever. Yeah, I've repeated it more than once. It's, I mean, if you have a guide, for the things, it's not too bad. And it is really cool. Yeah, right, shotgun phone. It is really cool that, I don't know, like the way it works. Sloshing in the dark.
Make the right choices. See where the story takes you. We are the swarm. We are many.
You dream of sightless zones, suspended in the wet dark of the womb, a special time when all humans have the gills and piercing symmetry of fish. You devour your twin, absorbing your sibling essence. You awake, lie on your back. Your limbs still churn through one look at it. Where are you? What's going on? Only darkness of the water can you stand. Bathroom. Stand leaving the comfort and warmth, gasping at the cool cold. A bathtub, like a newborn fawn, you stumble on unsteady legs. Your hands grope blindly. A square object, your phone. You turn it on. Its glow dimly illuminates an unfamiliar bathroom. Sleep clings to your brain in a dissociative. You barely recognize the face in the fog mirror. None of the lights work. Like the glow of the phone, you shakily put on your clothes. A single door is the only means of either ingress or of egress. Door. Hotel room. You enter a small hotel room. There are no lights. There is no power. The clock is frozen dead at 3 a.m. The yellow wallpaper is bubbled and peeling with curious patterns that are hard to look at. You sit on the small but comfortable bed trying to gather your thoughts. A clicking sound. And the door knob turns slowly, carefully, deliberately. The lock holds floating inside. Perfect. The outer seat drop down, forming a growing puddle. The shutter buckles, panicking, you drop your phone. Stand. To the southwest is a window. To the northeast is a connecting door that jumps into another. We're gonna take the phone. Skip our phone. Door. I'm losing you with voice jumping a lot? My voice is jumping a lot? Really? Wonder why. I'm showing I had 68 dropped frames. Like total. It says like 0%. I'll keep an eye on it. Or let me know if it's problematic for you. Like, I'm not doing anything but sitting and reading. I can't imagine it's taxing the computer a whole lot. The net connection, on the other hand, who the fuck knows? Oh, it just told me encoding overloaded. How is encoding overloaded? What? Encoding overloaded considering turning down something or other. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not fucking doing anything. Connecting door is thankfully unlocked. You open it and rush through, entering a second hotel room. Slam the connecting door shut, noting that it locks from this side. You hear a crash that must be the hall door of the first hotel room bursting open. At the same time, the handle of the hall door of the room currently occupied twists and rattles. There are more than one of them out there, and you have moments to react. Lock. No, I'm not typing into the right window. Shit. You lock the deadbolt on the connecting door, joining this room to your original hotel room. Just as the bolt clicks home, the handle turns as something tries to open from the other side. The lock holds for now, and you have a moment to get your bearings. The second hotel room is decorated in the same drab manner as the previous room. The main hall door to the southeast and the connecting door you just came through, the southwest, shudder and shake. You can't go through them. To the northeast, you see a second connecting door. Northeast. Alright, I can't... Can I get the fuck out of here? There's so much audio. Also, it's really funny that I can go this far away from the... I can go this far away from the computer, and it's still working. Yeah, I normally been liking the ambient sounds, but like, that's pretty fucking crazy. Like, that just needs to stop. I can go elsewhere. I can go anywhere that has a computer, actually. I'm just gonna put this shit down. Just for now. Shit, now I gotta do this whole thing over again. The connecting door is safely unlocked as well. You open it and rush through, entering a third hotel room. You slam the connecting door shut, knowing that it locks from this side. This room is as black as pitch. You hear a crash and plodding steps as your assailants enter the room you just recently occupied. At the same time, the handle of the hall door of the room you currently occupy twists and rattles. You feel the conspiracy against you growing. You have moments to react. You lock the deadbolt on the connecting door, joining this room to the second hotel room. At the very same moment the bolt clicks home, the handle turns as something tries to open from the other side. The lock holds for now. Every door seems to shudder and shake. You have a moment to get your bearings. The room is black as pitch. You can't see a thing. You hear knobs twisting and doors buckling. There's no power in this room, but thankfully you have your phone. Its globe reveals another hotel room, drably decorated in the same manner as the others. In a panic, you realize you have run out of connecting doors. Nowhere to go. There is a pounding and rattling at all the other doors. You have to get out of here. You see a thick set of curtains on the northeast wall. You fling the curtains open, revealing a window. Through the window you see a fog-shrouded New England landscape. The drop is 2 stories down, and the ground looks hard. You hear the doors behind your cracking and giving way. Jesus. You have moments to act. Jump! Behind the bed and breakfast. In your desperation, you leap out the window, 2 stories down, but you manage to tuck and roll with only minor pain to your ankles and joints. You're standing outside Jack and Wendy's bed and breakfast. The night is dark, and you smell the familiar reek of salt and strange things brought from the seas. An evil fog grips the landscape. The adrenaline in the chilled New England air clears your head. You're in your hometown of Kingsmouth. You had returned after so many years on an investigation. A profane cult had taken root in the town, filling its citizens' head with starry wisdom. To the southwest, in front of the bed and breakfast, is a road, Belmont Avenue. You hear some sort of commotion in that direction and see a vague glow in the mist. The shoreline of King Strait stretches to the northwest. It's not a road, but it appears to be empty. There is debris all around you, but it's too dark to identify it. The moon. Where is the moon? Use phone. Among the debris, you see a wooden log. It's just the right size and shape to make a handy club. Pick up the wooden log. Down King Strait. You walk on the shores of King Strait. The way grows strange. Far behind, you hear the padding of unseen feet. The bed and breakfast is swallowed by the fog to the southeast. The mysterious glow dims and recedes behind you. Eventually you come to King's Court and walk down that road. You hear children's laughter, stretched and distorted by the fog. Immediately to the south you spy a playground and a fountain. A dozen children are at play. They see you and wave enthusiastically. The church, you know, lies further on in a southwesterly direction. Could you find sanctuary there? Let's go south. You approach the children. The smallest, a little girl, runs up to greet you with the shameless enthusiasm of youth. You notice she is holding a large pair of scissors as she dashes towards you, with a glimmer in her eyes that makes you uneasy. Use log. Brandishing your logs at the club, you bash the lump of wood into the charging girl with the speed of instinct, narrowly avoiding being stabbed. The murderess crashes to the ground. She and the others flee, shrieking in tones that are not quite human, more like rabbits dying in the night. The large pair of scissors lie gleaming on the ground. Take scissors. Get scissors. Southwest. You stand in front of what's left of the church, which stands just northwest of you. Your mouth gapes at the desolation. The spire is broken off halfway up and jagged, as though some giant bit it off. The stained glass is shattered. Every square foot is profaned. Something bad happened here. You hear murmurs inside. As you investigate, the sky changes into a color you cannot describe. Weird shapes slither in shivering clouds. You can feel the world pass from the control of known gods or forces to that of gods or forces unknown. The bastards had done it. The rituals are complete. The outer ones come. There is little time. This is the end. There is little that can be done, but you know a place down by the water where certain letters are etched in cement. Those letters can protect you. Immediately northwest lies the ruins of the church. Main Street runs southeast. Down the road to the southwest is the police station. Southeast. You hurry down Main Street, nervously glancing down the ancient harbor town lanes. Homecomings are so strange. Hometowns feel simultaneously familiar and different on the return. Had your memories crawled and changed? Or have the alleyways? None of them lead in the proper directions. Halfway down Main Street you hear a murmur. To the northeast you see odd motions in the window of an abandoned shop. You hear voices on the roofs to the southwest, and a nearby ladder leads up to them. To the southeast, Main Street continues on to the shore. Hey, Starfighter! Belmont Ave. You reach the end of Main Street at Belmont Ave. You can see the waters of Fletcher Bay. Your destination lies further up Belmont Ave to the northeast. But how do you get there? The streets teem with townsfolk, with cultists, with friends and family, and things not altogether human. None of them walk quite right. Most either hop like devil, fish frogs, or shamble like the damned. They turn. They notice you. Hop. The lobster trap. Mimicking the subhuman movements of your fellows, no one seems to notice you as you move with the flow of the unholy parade up Belmont Avenue. The townsfolk cultists ambulate like fungal-infected zombie ants. Some are compelled to walk down a narrow alleyway, howling with laughter. Others line up reverently in front of a black vortex, a hole in space. One by one they enter the sightless vortex of the unimaginable. You and the rest of the throng move forward. Finally, you reach your destination. You stand in front of the lobster trap. You have many childhood memories of this restaurant. Broiling smells, family gatherings, the place once frightened you. You hated the way the lobster screamed and boiled. It's not screaming, your grandfather would tell you, it's just the air escaping. What you seek lies to the southwest behind the restaurant at the end of the pier. That's where you will find the special letters etched in cement. However, the cultist mob is thick with lurching bodies, making movement In that direction difficult. You might not get out of this without a fight. To the northwest is the vortex. Fight. You force and battle your way through the cultist horde. So close. You start to run towards the lobster trap when you are tackled by a cultist who notices your actions. He drags you to the ground, holding you there, calling to his fellows. Use scissors. You take the large scissors and stab them through the eye of the cultist. He gasps and falls still. You think you might have delivered papers to his yard once upon a time. With a heave, you push the body off yourself and run behind the restaurant and onto the pier. At the end of the pier, you turn left at the T intersection. The outdoor eating tent wasn't here the last time you saw this place. You slip under the canvas, and on the very southeastern edge of the pier, you find it. After all these years, they're still there. The letters drawn in cement. Your salvation. You hear a titanic ripping as the sky opens. The earth groans. The end is here. The outer ones have come. You must act now. Read. Ritualistically, you trace your fingers over the letters. Instantly, you recall that endless summer, your first kiss, your first love. You both swam out here when the pier was added to, when the cement was fresh. And you etched your initials and made a promise. Your most pure and good memory. It anchors your mind. The cultists and their masters can take your life, can take the world. But your sanity and your soul are your own. You trace the initials, whisper the name of your love, and lock on to the memories. Do not bother looking up. You do not turn to the impossible things in the sky, looking gigantically down, breathing radiation on the world. Familiar smells of salt and boiling. It's getting hot. Your sweat sizzles and evaporates. Your skin bubbles and boils. Do not look. You hear them, the horrible din. You hear the whole town, maybe the whole world. It's not screaming, you remind yourself. It's just the air escaping. Congratulations, you completed the story. We'll see you in The Things to Play. So, that was fun. Like, I always forget, like, I think that, I always think that, like, oh, you're going for some kind of Illuminati ward that's going to help you, and then no. You're not. You're just, like, finding your initials you carved in the cement and trying to hold on to a good memory while you die horribly. This was your first choose your own ever? Did you not do the one in Egypt? It's over here somewhere. My friend did it, I was just along for the ride. Ah, okay. There we go. This is where he was going, the T section, right? By the lobster place. Act 1, Scene 2. Along the shore, the cloud waves break. Its wind sun sink behind the lake. The shadows lengthen in Carcosa. Strange is the night where black stars rise and the strange moons circle through the skies. The stranger still is lost Carcosa. You've played the Storm's Ridiculous game, and what is the point of all this? Still, they mentioned the Hive. The name has come up before. It's important, and they claim they know something about it. You have to go to where the end of the interactive story took you. Play through the next interactive story. I still can't believe I fucked up that side mission. That's so stupid. It's just dumb. Also, I have no one that can do this mission. It's also not super great. I need to level her. I'm just gonna do this. Namaste.
Well, hey.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's the floppy disk reader. Here we go. The failed audition. We'll let you know. Next, a voice in the dark. It's always a bodiless voice. You can't see anything past the blinding light. Another failure. You can hear it in the director's tone. You failed enough to know. Futility and desperation squeeze your guts. You stammer out something that might be thank you. How many auditions? How many rejections? You will your feet to take you off the stage gracefully, but they do not move. Don't say it. I didn't get it, did I, you ask? Fuck. Next, says the voice in the dark seats. Shit, 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 shit. You should not have said that. You're making it worse. The exit sign glows like a demon's eyes over the door that will take you to the street. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Streets of London. You hit the streets full of bad thoughts, cry for help thoughts, or worse, you don't know where to go. Electricity is already shut off at your place, and you don't have last month's rent, and you can't face your landlord right now. You just had to go to London. You told everyone. You had such big dreams. You can't even call home. Not for talking so big, not with failure hanging over you. You aimlessly walk up the streets, away from the Albion Theater. You cut through Eldwick Park. You get caught up in a crowd at the eastern entrance. A dozen feet north of you, a vagrant entertains the crowd with a puppet. The puppet asks the crowd for money. To the northeast, you can see Moco Loco, and you realize that you have just enough money in your pocket to get the one thing that might cheer you up, coffee. To the northwest, in the park, is the lethal chamber the government recently installed. Vagrant. The Fallen King. The Vagrant is finishing his performance. He recites, "Let the red dawn what we shall do when this blue starlight dies and all is through." Jesus Christ, dude. It should be the crowd applauds, not they crowd applauds. But looks uneasy in the eyes. The Vagrant wanders about, busking with a bucket. People throw in a coin here and there. He walks up to you. "Have you nothing for me, child? Penny, pence, or sou?" Vagrant asks. "Have you heard of Casilda's song?" demands the puppet. Donate. You can smell the delicious coffee from the nearby shop, but you think better of it and put the last of your money into the Vagrant's bucket. He watches your gesture with gravity. You're a good one and deserve a better fate than to be a failed actor with empty pockets. You open your mouth to ask how he knows, but the puppet shushes you. "I have something that will save your vocation and bestow upon you the divine inspiration of the hides themselves. Here." The Vagrant takes your hand. The puppet, who has somehow produced a magic marker, draws a strange symbol on your palm. "Go to the Tuppenny Dreadful, a bookshop in the shades. Show the shopkeep that symbol and answer her question. She will give you a book with knighted worlds lurking in its pages, the world of the cleric king." "The pallid mask!" shrieks the puppet. "But take a caution. There are those who will notice you once you have this book. There is a false king in Eldwick. He has stolen my subjects. But if you should meet him, have no fear. Speak his name." The puppet cackles. The Penny Dreadful, you know, lies ways southeast of you. Southeast? Through the dingy alleyways you trudge, reaching the Penny Dreadful in the shades. The shop sells mostly comic books and does not seem like the sort of place that would contain a wondrous tome. The shopkeep, a middle-aged woman with a pipe in her mouth, asks, "Can I help you?" Symbol. You show the shopkeep the symbol on your palm. The sign, she says. She takes the last puff on her pipe before putting it down. I cannot forget that place where black stars hang in the heavens, where the shadows of men's thoughts lengthen in the afternoon, when the twin suns sink into the lake of holly, and my mind will bear forever the memory of the pallid mask. Tell me, where do I come from? Carcosa? Carcosa, you say. Carcosa, she says. She walks into a back room, returning with something bundled in a stained cloth. She unwraps it, revealing a book. You've never read this book, but you know this book. It's a play. The forbidden play. Outlawed by nearly every nation. Some believe it struck the supreme note of transcendent art. Some believe that the human mind could not bear the strain of its poisoned verses. Most believe both. You take the book and turn towards the door. Book. You flip through some random pages and read of Camilla's agonized screams and her awful words echoing through the dim streets of Carcosa. You read the last lines of the first act and something unspools in your mind. We are closing, says the shopkeep. Her interruption is the only thing that tears you away from those words. You slam the book shut. You exit to Penny Dreadful, stepping into the alleyways. A voice behind you says, "Have you seen the sign?" You startle, dropping your book. You turn to see a puffy, pale man of loathsome countenance who reminds you of nothing so much as a wriggling gray worm. He looks at your hand, nods, and leaves. You bend down to pick up your book, and it's open. Act 1, Scene 2. You can't help but read. Camilla, you, sir, should unmask. Stranger, indeed. Casilda. Indeed, it's time. We all have laid aside disguise but you. Stranger, I wear no mask. Camilla, terrified, aside to Casilda. No mask, no mask. You close the book. The words wriggle in your head. You look about. Impossible. It is dark out. It was afternoon when you reached for the book. What is going on? As you walk down the streets, shadowy figures follow you. You're nearly surrounded. The only opening is northwest. You make it to the park just as your pursuers catch you. Many rough hands grab you. They take your book. There must be a dozen of them. They all appear to be homeless people, each with an improvised weapon. The vagrants roughly drag you deeper into the park. As they escort you, two of them continue an argument between themselves. I'm telling you, it's the name of a place. No, that's not what the king said. It's a god. Silence, says a melodic voice. It comes from a short man standing on the makeshift wooden stage that dominates the park. He wears some sort of toga and crown. I see you have met my knights. I am Tiberius Rex. Several silent moments pass as he waits for recognition. I am to be king. You look doubtful. I am the rightful heir of Carcosa. The signs have been sent to the right people. I am to be a king of kings and emperor second only to the cleric king. What of the knights brings Tiberius your book? Ah, yes, I have read in the Forbidden Play too during my convalescence. Head injury. Please join me on this dais. Tiberius motions you to join him on the stage, which is west of you. Go west. You and the vagrants climb on the stage. Tiberius bids you to examine his documents of succession. They are just dog-eared sheets of paper full of scribbles. He babbles on and on about the dynasty of Carcosa, the lakes which connect Hastur, Aldebaran, and the mystery of the hides. He talks of Casilda and Camilla and the pallid mask. Then Tiberius takes back his documents, reverently rolling them up. His scalloped tatters must hide evil forever. Tiberius says, as a whispered prayer, the time has come, the people should know the son of Hastur, and the whole world shall bow to the black stars which hang over Carcosa. I am the one. I alone know the mystery of the hides. My mind has sounded the depths of the lake of Hali. He pauses and regains his composure. But there's a problem, he holds up his documents. You are an heir, which threatens my legitimacy. Do not deny it. I see your birthmark. Here he points to the magic marker drawing on your hand. There's only one thing to be done, says Tiberius. You have to renounce the crown. You have to declare my legitimacy, right here and now. You must say my name. Say it. Say my royal name. The spittle flies from his mouth, and in his fury, Tiberius now stands closer to you than any of his minions. Speak my name. Fight. You bodily attack Tiberius, and he shrieks in surprise. His minions pull you off before you can do much damage, but you do get a closer look at the little man. You notice that his crown is made of foil and tinsel, and his toga is a repurposed bedsheet. What's more, under the robe you can make out the uniform shirt of a local convenience store. Pinned to his shirt is a name tag that says Tim. Enough stalling, says Tiberius. Speak my royal name. Tim. You speak the would-be king's actual name, and it strikes him like a physical blow. He screams, he raves, he foams, he throws his full crown to the ground and enters a temper tantrum. No, 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 I'm not Tim. That's not me. That's not me. Not me. Reduced to tears and snot, he drops your book on the stage and runs off towards the lethal chamber. With their king gone, the vagrant knights look very uncomfortable. One by one, they flee. You see your book and a discarded crowbar lying on the stage. Take crowbar. Take book. You bend down to pick up the book. It's open again. This time you cannot resist. You read the forbidden play from beginning to end. At the end of the first act, it occurs to you that you had better stop. You fling the book away only to crawl after it and keep reading. The very innocence of the first act only allows the second to rip your emotions so completely. The words crawl all over you. You read the play and reread it and weep and laugh and tremble with horror or ecstasy. When it is all done, you know what you must do. You feel inspiration. True inspiration for the first time in years. You need a stage, right now. The Albion Theater is just south of you. Stairs. What? Oh, I forgot south. Wait, it's south. There. You arrive at the Albion Theater, but in the dead of night, the front doors are locked, so you go around the building and are now standing in front of the back door. You sweat and shiver. The words crawl in your head. You have to perform them now before they burst out of your skull. The door is locked. Thankfully, you're able to force your way in with the crowbar. A set of rear stairs leads up. That's weird. You enter the lighting booth. Yes, yes. If you are to perform, you must have light. Proper light befitting the forbidden play. From the lighting control board, you can select a variety of colored lights. Pick a color. Yellow. The light illumines the stage, painting the backdrop in the corresponding color. The mood is set. It's time. Another stairway leads down to the stage. It is showtime. You shake in anticipation. It must be perfect. Enunciate, you remind yourself. Emote. You begin the ritual. You make certain the backdrop shows yellow. You stand in the spotlight. At center stage, facing the audience, and then with great embellishment, you bow in exaggerated pantomime. With this ritual complete, you can begin. You perform the forbidden play, a one-actor show. You sing Casilda's song, you become the stranger, you invoke Castor, you swim with the black stars. When you sweat blood in Act 2, you know you have achieved your art. And when it is all over, there is clapping in the audience. Applause. Bravo, a voice says from the seats. You squint your tear-filled eyes. A single figure sits in the audience. It's the vagrant with the puppet, the fallen king. Well done, Master Thespian, he says. That is a royal performance. The hour is yours. If you want to invoke a king, you have but to speak his name. The place and the god. Speak his name. The fallen king grins with a smile that is altogether too big. He stands. He takes off the puppet, revealing what had been living inside all along. The pallid mask drops, and the king in yellow opens his tattered mantle. You experience ecstatic beauty, and you never stop screaming. Congratulations, you have completed the story. We will see you in Witch Feast. So now, based on that, we have to go to the Albion Theater. got 20 seconds until this mission is done. By the way, if you're ever trying to do like a bunch of dungeons or something in a row, queue out of Albion. It's the fastest loading zone in the game because it's basically a box, a small box. So if you're doing like, if you're trying to crush a bunch of scenarios in a row back to back or dungeons back to back, and you have to like, you know, when you finish a dungeon, you load out to somewhere and then queue for dungeon again. Albion Theater is the place to do it out of. Act 1, Scene 2. Songs that the Hades shall sing were flap the tatters of the king, must die unheard in dim Carcosa. Song of my soul, my voice is dead, die thou unsung as tears unshed, shall dry and die in lost Carcosa. So now we need to perform. I've yet to do a dungeon besides story mode. Lairs either. Well, Lairs you wouldn't queue out of here. Why can't I see the interactions of them from the front? It's weird. The rental fee's already been paid. You wish to go backstage? Yes. No, we don't want the CRT computer. We want the... Oh, we have it. Okay. Yellow. Masked fingers appear on the balcony. It's the swarm! Second story was A Tale of Madness, a play that was a virus in a very particular color. Where does it in the story take you? What must you perform? Approach the masked figures. Examine the message. Performed on stage. Now find the sign of the play outside. This one's kind of funny. Just because it's like a bit on the nose. It's like the whole point of the play, right, was yellow, and it's like the yellow sign. Now we need to find a computer we can use. I guess we could just go back to Kingsmith. It's probably the cheapest one to port to. I don't know if there's actually a computer in London to use. Is there? Liam Callahan. I actually got him as a mission reward. Just gonna try and sell him, I think, at some point. I've not seen what,
Welcome to the Morning Light Personality Test.
Wait, I wonder...
Let's analyze your true being.
I wonder if I could have used the thing in, like, go back inside Albion and use it. I have to book the thing again. I'll just go to Kingsmith. The cheapest shard wise.
Namaste.
Well, hey.
Plus it's quiet in here. Your bedroom. You awake in the night. A thing happened, a terrible thing. You can't move. Paralyzed by a heavy anxiety sitting on your chest. Your face contorts in a scream, but there's only silence. You finally gasp a breath, limbs spasming to life as you lay in your bed. You get out of bed, stumbling in the moon-kissed murk of your room. Your little brother's bed lies empty. You know the hag took him, Baba Yaga. You don't know how you know, but you know. Same way you know your parents are not here and that you are all alone in the silent house. That you hesitate, the front door beckons you. Your cupboards are bare, not even a spider or fly. Nothing should be this unnaturally empty and silent. You do find your father's skinning knife. Pick up your father's skinning knife. Leave. Of cats and sparrows. You step outside into the moon-kissed gloom. In front of your house is a large black cat with one eye. The cat has caught a sparrow, which struggles in her claws. Oh, please, cries the sparrow. Help me, please. Past the two animals, the path runs north. Help, cat. You stand by and let the cat die on her supper uninterrupted. She devours the sparrow in 3 squealing bites. She cleans her paws and says, "My, you are savagely polite." Grinning a cat grin, she rubs against your legs and says, "Your manners deserve a prize. Here is a secret from me to you. Baba Yaga is of the deep autumn. She is the harvester and the grim harvest also. She is the scythe slicing into winter. If you take this autumn's corn husks and weave a doll in her likeness, you will have power over her." As the cat saunters off into the moon-blood mist, she sings, "Kindness is good and life is sweet, but everything, everything, everything must eat." The path runs north into the dark woods. North? The landscape is off somehow. Nothing is where it should be. Even the stars don't look right. As you walk, the dark woods spring up around you. Eyes peer at you from every shadow. Clawed branches reach up to snatch the ripened moon. In front of you, on the path, stands a wolf. It stands as tall as a horse, fur the color of ash. The big bad waits expectantly. Chat. Where are you going, little one? Asked the wolf. I'm going to Baba's house, you say. As am I. Irontooth and I are old friends. We are to have dinner. She is cloud and moon and death and goddess and winter and snake and bird. She is north of here. She was always to the north. How far north, you ask? She is always standing at your final step. I'll take you there. I told Irontooth that I would bring sweet meats. The big bag surges towards you, and the world turns to teeth. Use knife. My flesh is not for feasting, you scream. With luck and the speed of desperation, you thrust your father's skinning knife into the wolf's eye. The strength of the big bad's charge takes the knife all the way into the socket to the hilt. The wolf dies on top of you with its crushing weight. You eventually push your way free, exhausted and covered in blood. The big bad lays still. You are free, though a little chill after leaving the warmth of the wolf's luxurious coat. Skin wolf. A northern wind blows cold as you cut the skin from the big bad wolf. The monster's hide is so tough that your knife breaks, but you tear its pelt free from the steaming carcass. You try it on, you dare practice how. You feel pretty convincing. The path takes you to the dark woods. Handmade crosses hang from the branches, dangling on lengths of rope, string, and twine, swaying in the wind. Like the mobile that used to spin over your crib in a memory you forgot you had, you come to a clearing. To the northwest, you see a vast cornfield and ocean of cornstalks taller than you. This is all wrong. When did this grow? Nothing grows this fast in these besieged farmlands. Oh, we're in besieged farmlands. To the northeast is a great lake. In the distance, you can see a wooden dock and a ferry. So we want to go to the corn. To the corn! You creep through the vast fields. The corn stalks are taller than you, and you can't see more than a foot in any direction. Whispers and murmurs shiver through the field, and you tell yourself it is just the sound of corn growing. Stalks and husks brush your face like the fingers of a crone. Somewhere to the north lies Baba Yaga. Make doll. You rip the husks off of several stalks and begin fashioning them with a bit of string from your pocket and form a doll. You tear tattered rags from your nightclothes, and with all this you fashion a crude effigy of Baba Yaga. Baba's hut. You come to a great tree with a home dug into the hollow of its roots. A very basic and wild abode, but one that feels cozy and safe, the sort of place a little kindly old woman might live. You shake your head, pinch your skin, and squint your eyes. The illusion fades. Now you see the truth. There is no tree. There's only a hut, standing as tall as a tree, on top of two giant chicken legs with taloned feet. The yard is surrounded by a fence of bleached bones and lit by a series of skulls with burning coals for eyes. In the distance, you hear a drone that becomes a roar. Wind lashes the treetops. The earth trembles. Then you see an old woman flying through the sky, riding in a giant mortar, ringed with fire, rowing with a pestle, landing in the hut. The hut sways on the giant chicken legs. Your brother's up there. How can you get to him? Use pelt. You carefully situate the wolf pelt on your body and effect a feral pose. You recall the pet name that Big Bad had for the hag. Hello, old Irontooth, you call up. I've come for dinner. The hut seems to acknowledge you. It lowers itself on the giant chicken legs so that you can enter through the front door. A hand with long fingers and longer claws snatches you up and pulls you into the door, straight into a kitchen, straight into the loathsome embrace of Baba Yaga. Tall, gaunt, and hideous, her nose is a hooked proboscis. Her face is a writhing mass of wrinkles. Her cavernous mouth is lined with iron teeth. She inhales your scent. Fie, fie, she cries. No wolf here, I can smell your fear, my little mouse. Her clawed hands grip you painfully, the nails piercing your skin as she bodily carries you towards her wood-burning stove and its open door. She chants, kindness is good and life is sweet, but everything must eat. She cackles as she shoves you towards the fiery opening. Use doll. Take the corn husk doll you made of Baba Yaga and you throw it into the fire where it burns in effigy. Baba Yaga shrieks, her skin bubbles and blisters, and she falls over instantly cooked. Where is your little brother? You spy a red door. This room is dominated by a large dining table, and on that table, oh no, brother, you say? He does not move. He lays on a silver platter. His chest is cut. His ribcage gapes open like hands after a prayer. His heart lies cooked and sliced on a plate. Also on the table are a pitcher and a jar. The pitcher is labeled Savaya Voda, and the jar is labeled Murtvaya Voda. Both pitcher and jar are filled with water. So, Murtvaya Voda. You take the jar, Murtvaya Voda, and pour its water into your dead brother's mouth. At once his chest closes, the flesh reknits, and his wounds heal. His body is whole, but he still lays still and cold. Do the other one. Take the pitcher, Savaya Voda, and pour its water into your dead brother's mouth. His eyes flare open, and he gets up, healed and whole. You both embrace. Your little brother takes your hand and points to the far corner of the room. That's the witch's cauldron, he says. She controls the hut with it. Use cauldron. The cauldron bubbles with black fluid and flickers with the backlit glow. Green letters appear, swirl, and vanish in the plasma. It is the repository of all the hag's knowledge, but it has to be unlocked. You think a moment and spell out Iron Tooth with your finger in the cauldron fluid. It gurgles and obeys, and then you write home in green letters. The hut shakes as it walks in the direction of your home on giant chicken legs. It's then that both you and your little brother Billy's growl in hunger, and you both smell that delicious smell. The perfectly roasted flesh of Baba Yaga. You both grin hungrily and sing, kindness is good and life is sweet, but everything must eat. Congratulations, you completed the story. We will see you in One Way Out. So we need to go to Besieged Farmlands, I guess? Ew. Interestingly enough, this mission was one of the last pieces of content in TSW. Like, last new pieces in TSW before the announcement of the Legends relaunch. It was like issue 15 or something? They kind of did like a... I think they did a repacking of what were previously like side packs or something, and they compiled a bunch of stuff into like an actual issue. And added like a new mission, and this was the new mission. So it's kind of why it starts in Tokyo but goes like all over the place.
We know the crimes of your masters throughout history. Crimes beyond counting. Loyalty makes you complicit. We are the sworn. We are not pleased.
The third story was a dark fairy tale of a witch's home and of her glowing cauldron of letters. Where does the story take you? Discover the message. We are the swarm. We have taken over. We control the horizontal. We control the vertical. We have a message just for you. If you'd like to meet us, enter the password. Very good. Would you like to meet us? We are very close. Go to the town where the dead never lie. Go to the door lit by a torch on its right. Enter. We are the swarm. We are waiting. This is a cool hidden story around other stories. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Like, it's... If you've never done it, like some of the choose your own stuff, this is the second... This is either the second choose your own style or the third. Either way, like it's... They can be kind of annoying if you don't do things in the right order, like you die and do everything all over again. And that part can be a little bit frustrating at first. So we need to go to Shadowy Forest. We want to go to the Deathless area. That's what that hints about. I kept dying and would get so involved with the story, couldn't remember what I had tried. Yeah, you kind of have to be pretty disciplined about those. Like, when something works, you have to, like, you almost need, like, scratch paper or, like, a notepad window open or something. Which, actually, there was a notepad like, an in-game notepad mod for TSW that probably would still work with Legends. It was kind of cool. I don't think I have it installed now, but I did it at some point in TSW. I got my controller back. In case I need to fight something.
Additional assignment received. Initializing. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. I want to be down here.
have something to show you. Put on the blindfold, and we will proceed. The choice is yours. We are the Swarm. We see you. You are trapped in a room. You are trapped in a room in the story, too. See where the story takes you. Absolution is pain. Growth looks like destruction. Sometimes, the only way out is to die. Time to play. We are the Swarm. We are keeping score.
Your cell. You wake in a dank room. It's your room, the voices say. You're strapped to a bed. Calm down, the voices say. It'll be easier that way. You wriggle free of your bonds, get out of the bed and stand. Don't do that, say the voices. You're not well. You look around. You're in some kind of old abandoned asylum. The voices say no. It's a state-of-the-art facility, sterile and white. You're having a psychotic break, they say. We're here to help. This place looks horrible. You need to get out of here. You get ready to walk out the door to your cell. The voices say that you are not leaving, that you are still strapped to the bed, that it's important not to indulge this delusion and to remain in the room. You're sick, they say. You've hurt people. You get out of your room and walk down the hall. This place is creepy. It must have been abandoned for decades. No, it's not, say the voices. They say to keep still. They say you're strapped to the bed and please calm down. They say you broke into a community college theater and students found you performing naked on stage the next morning, raving, screaming that you read a play about a yellow king that would drive people insane. The voices say that the play in your hands was just a blank wad of notebook paper. Shut up, you say. To your right is a treacherous-looking stairway going down. Straight ahead, the hallway keeps going. You take the stairs one floor down and duck into the next door on your right. Please stop, say the voices. They say that you believe that you were part of a global conspiracy that was trying to save and control the world. Delusions of grandeur are quite common, they say. They say your brain sickness has you literally believing that everything is true. In truth, you work graveyard shift at a local gas station. Nothing to be ashamed of, they say. There is a door on your left. Please, say the voices. Just stop and we can help you out of this. You enter a room with a single light bulb. You're a lost cause, say the voices. Sometimes there is no story. Sometimes there is no good choice. Sometimes the game cheats and the only way out is to die. We are the Swarm and we are watching. You feel many invisible scalpels stabbing you. You bleed out. You escape. Congratulations, you have completed the final story. We will see you soon.
Quick access inventory updated.
Swarm wants you to put on a blindfold and leave yourself at their mercy. Is that wise? Is it sane? Still, they have something to show you. Curiosity and capped all that, but you have more than 9 lives. Search for a way out. Okay, so we need to look for stairs. Can I use a help a little bit? Mystery object. Examine the object. Thank you for humoring us. We are like you, gifted, imbued. But do you know what the factions do when a bee does not choose a side? There's a place called the Hive. It's a prison. Any of us without a master are locked away. No due process, no appeal. We vanish forever. How long before your masters turn on you? Now you know what we know. You have a disc. What you do is your choice. Life is a choose your own adventure. Who do you choose? We are the Swarm. We are watching. Forward this to your faction. So, we can forward this information to our faction, or we can keep it to ourselves. I'm gonna say no. This stupid side mission is all it's keeping us from having this fucking achievement done. We are impressed. You chose your own. This is just the beginning. This is an invitation to doubt. Tomorrow you'll still be in your organization, but maybe you'll look at it with fresher eyes. Be careful. They are good at secrets. They might already know your little rebellious act. No matter what they promise you, remember the Hive. Remember your brother and sister bees are trapped there. Remember that no matter how monolithic they seem, they cannot catch us all. We are the Swarm. We are growing. I hear tell that you were on quite the merry chase as of late. Dame Julia expressed an interest in having a face-to-face talk with you in the near future to discuss the finer points. We're about to make a blue. Here's the woot. Alright, so unfortunately we can't do this one right now, which sucks. Actually, you know what? If I may actually, I may actually see if I can purchase Patron for this account for like a month, just to get the cooldown down to 8 hours. So like tomorrow night, I can just finish the fucking zone. I think I'm gonna call it here and not stream till like fucking 2 in the morning for once. It's almost 1. It's a good it's a good normal time. Like I should probably be stopping anyways. And also that means we can start South Africa like on its own stream. Like starting South Africa right now seems like a bad idea. It's probably like what, a half hour like intro basically anyways. So but yeah, I think I want to say this is like, because this character it's a free-to-play account, but it was my brother's account, and I think I've put money on it before to purchase something or other, so I might give it a go if I can get the cooldown reduced. The only thing I'm not positive is, well, does that even work? So I didn't remember, like, if you already have a cooldown going, is it going to reduce the cooldown? Or does it only work for stuff you run after you purchase Patreon? It's the only part I'm not sure about. Maybe I'll ask in Discord or something. I mean, otherwise I'll just keep going into South Africa and finish the side mission, you know, later in the week. But I'm not opposed to paying like $12 or whatever it is just to be done with it. Quite honest, to be quite honest. Let's see if anyone else is streaming right now. What's after Africa? Nothing currently. I mean, technically Dark Agartha came after, and so did Occult Defense, but I've done both of those already. Yeah, I've already done Dark Agartha on this character. I did a Dark Agartha, I did Occult Defense scenario, like at least one wave. I did the New York Raid story. I did everything on the Paragon Activities board that happens when you hit level 50. Wow, there's actually a couple people streaming Legends right now. Holy shit. Don't forget, Mega Anniversary coming quick. Yep, no, I know. I'll be running my event for it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do any content, any like any new content. I'm gonna notice Pinker. They're actually doing a raid right now, so go check them out. I'll see you guys.